Now, from the studios in downtown Lansing, it's Chris Holman's Business Beat.
And we are in those studios, as a matter of fact. We are going to stay kind of local today. Matter of fact, we just had our next guest walk up the street here, just probably about a mile and a half.
About right.
Like,
just perfect walk.
Mark McDaniel, the CEO and the president of Senaire, and we're having you on for some obvious reasons. One is you started a company that survived. That's always noteworthy.
Yeah, right? we started it in the worst possible economy back in the early '90s, and then we've managed through the downturn again, and every one of these we've come out stronger than we were when we went in.
It's pretty amazing stuff. So that's one, and the other is the social work you're doing and the gratification that comes from it. So let's talk a little bit about. Let's clue everybody what Senaire is and what you guys do.
Yeah, Senaire started out in 1993 as a what's called a syndicator of limited partnerships. In which we would raise investment dollars from corporations, which would utilize federal tax credit for investing their money in affordable housing. Affordable housing meaning really workforce housing at the time, people who were at or below 60% of their median income, which is really basically the working poor.
So the good part about this is kind of everybody wins on the investment side because the corporation can take its money, put it in there, and get the tax credit, right?
Yes.
Which is good. So then it moves it to your mission, which is better yet.
Right. Yeah. It's you're able to do well by doing good.
Yeah.
That's what when we started, that was kind of our tagline.
That's kind of ideal. I think we'd all like to go to bed saying that.
And it's one of the most successful federal housing programs in the whole history of the federal government being involved in housing. So it's interesting that it came out of the Tax Reform Act in 1986, and guess what we're talking about again? It's tax reform. Looking at where is this program going to fit in whatever this new, plan will be, is the success of this program, the fact that you can do well by doing good, that resonates on both sides of the aisle.
Right.
And it's been recognized really as a bipartisan program. There's bills being introduced right now in the Senate and the House are both sponsored by Republicans and Democrats. Got some great sponsorships signed up.
Well, you look at it, and I'm envisioning myself sitting in the House or the Senate saying, "Oh no, I'm opposed to this."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you want, you're looking at creating jobs,
right?
And people, they're starting to figure out that affordable housing is a key economic tool in any community. We're hearing it all the time now. As communities they're getting jobs coming back, but they can't hire enough people because there isn't anywhere for them to live because they can't afford to live in those communities. So it's becoming a huge issue, especially in Michigan.
So let's go to that side of it, because you're absolutely right. In Michigan in particular, we just finished our Accident Fund Future Business Index. Number one is still getting talent and retaining it, right? Mm-hmm. Number two is growth, and they're telling us we can't grow without people. So now we're slowing things economically besides. So walk me through a project, if you will, and so I can see the money move and then see the people that will occupy and the ramifications of that.
Well, we have served so many different populations with us, all the way from homeless veterans to senior citizens to homeless women and children. But, the core of what we do is, put together a development with a developer, a local developer. They have an idea. They don't know where to get the money to get it done, so they come to us, and we're able to figure out the debt, where they can get the debt. A lot of times it's from us. Mm-hmm. They're going to have investment funds from equity sources, so partners are going to invest in that development. And then you utilize state and other federal resources that the state has allocated to kind of build this stack of capital that at the end of the day is able to construct and build this housing for these people who are in need, which from the economic strength of any community, serving those populations, be it workforce housing or formerly homeless people. You think about the community costs of ending homelessness. is
we pay
you know,
we pay for them one way or another.
Yeah, that's right. And what better
Yeah.
way to get them in stable, permanent, supportive housing where they're getting all the services that they need, that they can actually grow and be successful,
Yeah.
versus going to the emergency rooms and the jails
Right.
and on the street and all the things that go with that. It's a huge savings to community budgets, state budgets, and federal budgets of what the impact of affordability can do.
Set aside the fact that you're bettering the community with a stronger citizenry and people
right.
that are kind of competing. So this thing kind of works out for everybody. And does it take a little risk out of it for a developer? I mean, this isn't a willy-nilly, go build 200 units. It's based on something.
Yeah,
right?
it's based on this type of development financing has so much underwriting and review and ongoing compliance. That's why in the portfolio of this nationally is less than 1% foreclosure rate in this class of real estate, which is, you think about that.
Unbelievable. It really is. Well, Mark McDaniel, thanks for making the walk down here to the studio.
Yeah,
We
thank you.
appreciate it. He's the CEO, of course, and president of Sinair in Lansing, Michigan, doing good and enhancing the communities. We're going to be right back with a whole lot more on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. Stay with us.